Oh, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Increase in our budget for 2026. Back before I retired, man, I said on here that I wanted to clear $4,000 a month in retirement. I actually ended up clearing a little over 38. I think it's 38.40. But I could have went ahead and bumped it up to 4,000, add the other 160 or whatever. I just didn't want to. I didn't need the full 4,000 anyways. And our budget for when I retired was 3,300. It was 3,000. I added 10% for in case I'd screwed up anything, which is good because I spent under 3,300 that first year. I'm working off a budget I made in 2021. The fall of 2021 is what I went off of. That's the one we had made. I just never updated it. And now, heck, we're probably sitting at 35 or 3,600. Not technically, we're not, because I paid that truck off. That was a little over 300 bucks. So, I mean, we're still, if it's 3,600, we're still at 3,300, right where I wanted to be, right where I figured we'd be. But starting next year, I'm gonna bump up to. It's gonna be about 4,300 or something like that. I wanted to have 52,000 a year coming in. That give me just because it gives me $1,000 a week. Before I was sitting at about about 800 and some bucks a week coming in. All right, 8 times 4 is 32. Yeah, a little over $800 a week. Yeah. So, and we only spend about 33 right now. Well, we're at 33 now. We were at about 35. I'm not sure, man. It's a little over 35. It crept up to this year. Last year was 34 something. It's crept up to 35 something this year. See, I mean, over the course of 5 years, because starting in January next year, that'd be a 5-year-old budget. That'd be 26 to 21, and stuff naturally creeps up over the time, man. Real estate tax and insurance on the cars and the house and little stuff like that, man, just creep up over time, and after a few years, that budget don't work for us no more. But I'm increasing the amount I can spend for next year from $3,800 a month to about $4,300. About 40, a little over 46. I think it's right at 46,000 a year to 52. I'm increasing it $6,000. But the kicker is next year I plan on taking that other little pension I got from the string factory. I'm gonna clear about $400 a month from that. So I mean that takes up 4,800 out of 6,000. The budget increase that I'm doing. So I really only have to pull a little bit more from my 401, which actually I've said it before on here that due to the distribution rules in my 401, they're giving me two and a half times what I need. So I'm actually dropping my bring home, but I'm increasing our budget. How's that? So, but it's something I've been thinking about, and right now, since we don't spend but about 3,300, and I get a little over 3,800. I mean, we get $500 extra going in a checking account every month. That's for any kind of life little emergencies, man. I need to get a set of tires or whatever. If I don't need it, then it sits in there and it builds up, and then I can get a roof replaced or something like that. You know what I mean? Or at the end of the year, if I ain't used any of it, it usually goes into either a brokerage account or some kind of cash account of some kind. So it's worked out good for me now. But now that I'm gonna be using that IRA that I rolled my 401 into, I get to pick how much I need to pull out, and I'm gonna try to take out as little as I need. So I've been able to drop I mean, I've cut over half of what I need, or what my distribution is. Next year, my distribution, if I'd have stayed in that 401, would have been 16% of whatever was in there. But now I'm only going to be able to pull about 6 or 6.5 out of there. So it saved me on that. And since, I mean, I still had $5 grand over extra a year going in there, now I'm going to have another, what, 6. It gives me room to grow. Usually when I hit my budget and I start going over it regularly, then I bump it up a little bit, and that's what's happened now. So that's the reason for me to bump it. But hey, man, listen, I said something on that live the other night. Real Retirees Uncut. It's a channel on here. The guy's fairly new with his channel. He sent me some questions about retirement. Nothing I ain't answered on here before, about name and where I live and why I decided to retire, when I take Social Security, your basic stuff like that. And I made a video and sent it to him so he could post it on his channel. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you take a look. And it's just stuff I've said the past 3 years, anyways. But I think it's a good channel to have, because it's got everybody on there is just regular people, you know, and it's from different walks of life, and they have, each of them have different retirements as far as what they can afford and what they can't, and it's good to get an overall perspective of how it really is, I think. But I'll put it down in the show notes if I remember. But he's posted that video now, so I think that's it, man. Y'all take care of yourselves, man, and we'll talk with y'all later.